quadratic equations, perfect squares. So first, easy stuff. If you add and you take away the same thing, you get whatever you started back again. We're going to do that. We need that later. If you add and you take away a, you get the 6 back. Adding and then subtracting the same amount leaves things unchanged, but it can be useful. Completing the square. X squared plus 8 plus 10 equals y. To complete the square of this quadratic equation, we want to make it into brackets with a squared. A equals 1, B equals 8. Yeah, x squared is 1, so A is the number in front of the x squared, B is the number in front of the x, C is 10. Yeah, that's right. To make squares perfect, we add and subtract b over 2 squared. Right, okay, so let's get b divided by 2, square it. 8 divided by 2 is 4 squared, which equals 16. We're going to add and take away 16. It sounds like it's not going to be very useful. Watch, it works. B over 2 squared equals 8 over 2 squared equals 4 squared equals 16. We've done that. So now we've got the same equation, plus 16 minus 16, and we've still got the 10. X squared plus 8 plus 10 with plus 16 and minus 16 in it. It's going to be useful because this bit now, having done the b squared over 2, b over 2 squared, that now can all go into brackets. It's a perfect square. 4 times 4 gives you the 16. X times x gives you the x squared. X times 4 and 4 times x, that gives you the 8x. That's a perfect square. X plus 4 is x plus 4 squared. Minus 16 plus 10 minus 6. This is a completed square. You've just completed a square. When y equals 0, what is x? This gives us the solution of the equation and is also known as the x-intercepts. X plus y4 squared minus 6 equals 0. X plus 4 squared equals 6. Yeah, because we add 6 to both sides. X plus 4 equals 6. Now we can square root. X plus 4 equals plus or minus the square root of 6. All my students forget the plus or minus, don't worry. Square root this side, you have to square root that side to be fair to the equals. X equals, take away 4 from both sides. X equals plus or minus the square root of 6. This is the solution, it's the answer. You put it into a calculator, it's right. We complete the square to know what the graph will look like. If you've got x plus 4 squared minus 6 equals y, it is a U-shaped graph with a minimum at the vertex. Y equals minus 6, x equals minus 4. There's the minus 6, and there's the 4, which becomes minus 4. That's the minimum of the graph. So the graph will look like when y-axis is minus 6 and the x-axis is minus 4. That's where we've got a minimum. So this graph looks like that. That is the graph of x squared plus 8x plus 10 equals y. The curve is symmetrical. Both sides of the vertex. X equals minus 4. That's the vertex. Vertex is the pointy bit. Complete the square and say where the vertex is. Right, I'm going to do one of these. You can do the other two and put them down, your answers down in the description, and I'll send you an answer back. Right, we need to add and also take away b over 2 squared. b is 2. Right, so we've got to add and take away b over 2 squared. Oh, that's easy. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we've got to add and take away 1 squared, which equals add and take away 1. Oh, okay. So x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 1, because we've got to add it and take it away, and then we got the minus 3 equals 0. That's what happens to this equation when we add and take away b over 2 squared. Right, okay, this is the bit that we need to put in the squarey brackets stuff. Okay, a number times a number equals 1. 1 times 1 will get 1. X times x will give you the x squared. Plus and plus. 1 times x and x times 1. Add them together, that gives the 2x. We've still got minus 1 minus 3 equals 0. So to complete this square, we have x plus 1 squared minus 4 equals 0. Ching, ching, chingity, ching. Have a look at the other guys. I'll help out, put comments, write down what you get. See you later. My name's Good Luck Gary. Press like, press subscribe if you want more of my maths and science. I teach in Hong Kong in international schools. I'm a qualified teacher. I come to people's homes to help them with their GCSEs, IBs, American exams, HSCs, the Australian everything about science and maths I help. If you want my help and you live in mid-levels, or you can get to Central, get your mum to send me a message at goodluckgaryhk@gmail.com. Bye!